Okay, so this is one of the problem. So only one view is supposed to draw. Okay, no other view. Only end view it has been a sectional end view. So obviously top of section we may draw because it has been not mentioned whether it is a this section view. So just section end view it has been done given. So look at the data here. Diameter of a pole arc is given 425 mm. Inner diameter of the yoke and outer diameter of the yoke is given. Sometimes we may doesn't have the yoke diameter data maybe doesn't have, and pole arc data also we may not have. So how to draw that pole arc if this data are not given? So I will brief on that point also, because one of the previous problem where data was not given randomly I have been shown how to draw. I will highlight on that point also. And coming to the main pole, so pole height is given 160 mm, including pole shoe and pole width is given, that is 150 mm. 150 mm consists of both including your pole shoe. Okay, then diameter of the rivet holes are given to fix this pole. So where in the front view we may see some four screws or rivet, we say the four numbers of 10 mm is given. And one more rod in the previous class we are discussing. So in the previous class we have taken in the round cross section view. So right now they are given a diameter of 48 mm into 28 mm a center rod. So this also I will highlight where it will come. Previous problem also it was there, but data was not given. We have taken assumption. And pole arc to pole pitch is given 0.667 mm, and dimension of the interpole is given 40 mm into 50 mm, and axle height is given 450 mm. So we'll considering this data, we'll start doing how the problem can be done. We'll see. Okay, so I will go directly to solve the problem here. So already I have been drawn little bit of the thing. I will erase this, then I will redo. So those who want can record the screen, or those who want can take a snapshot of this. So I will look at this. First, the inner diameter of the yoke is given 745 mm. So diameter is given. So hence I will select a dia here. So let me take this as a center. That is 745 mm. So this is 745 mm. So I will draw a line here. So just to have a x-axis and y-axis to indicate. So this is the reference. You can later on you can delete, or you can have with a dotted lines. You can return this. So this is for one inner diameter, that was 745 mm. So next diameter is the outer diameter. It is given as 845 mm. 845 mm. So this is my outer diameter here. So this is my outer diameter is given. Then diameter of the pole is also given, pole arch, sorry. So I can show the question here once again. So you people can just take a snapshot of this. So inner diameter 745 mm done, outer diameter 845 mm is done. So diameter of a pole arc, I will do this one now. Once again, so diameter, it is 425 mm. Okay, so this is my part. Next, coming to your main pole. So let us take the first data. Main pole height is given 160, width is given including pole shoe, that is 150 mm. 150 mm. So first I will draw the line, that is of how much, 160 mm pole height I will draw. So I'll take a line here at this point. So that is 160 mm. I will redraw. 160 mm. So exactly it is coming here. Okay, I will just keep this line. Later I will delete because I want to know where exactly it is. Actually it is on the tangent of this circle. So next comes your width. Width is given, that is 150 mm. 150 mm. From this point on I will take that 150 mm. 150 mm total width. Half of that will be how much? That I can take it as a 75, because I am taking in a x-axis. So hence half will be right side, half will be the left side. So hence I will be taking the 75. I will just mark here. Okay. So now I will delete this line. Okay. So this will be my line. So next I will extend this line. There itself I could extend this line. I will take a tangent. I will cross over the line. Later I can trim, because if I try to draw on the circle, it may go intersection, it may go something else. Okay, that's the reason I have been taken this way. Then I will select these two lines. Then I will do a mirror image. So this leftward line I will draw. So I will trim this part. Okay. So this is my pole width as well as pole height. Now within this I need to do a pole shoe. Within this I need to do a pole shoe also with this width only. So now pole arch was given. So this inner diameter, that was how much mm I can I got here. So that was 425 mm. So this inner circle is 425 mm. So what I will do here, I will take a pole arch till here, so that the arch also will come, as well as my this part also will exist. So I can extend here. Else what I will do, I will draw one more circle. So it will be easy to write a pole. Till here I will draw the line. Okay, so now here exactly I can make a pole arch at this point. So what I will do here, at this point I will zoom this. So I don't want this part, I can trim this. If trim is not possible, go for break. Okay, now what I will do, I will take trim here. So I will take an angle of 65-degree line from the center. So you can observe here, this is 0 degree. So I am taking here, I will switch off the ortho first. 39 degree, 45, 52, 59, 60, 65 degrees here. So I will draw a line. Okay, then the same 65-degree I will take to the other side. I am doing a mirror image here. Okay, then I will trim this line. Only this part is required for me, the outer part is not required, and so I will trim this. Once again I will trim here. It's done. So now this part I can remove now. Once again I will go for trim. break also, whichever you feel easy you can take. I will trim here also once again. So I will remove this line. So and I will remove the circle also now. This is not required for me. So there are many other shortcut commands are available. If you are very good at that, you can make use of those things. So you can avoid these kind of small mistakes here. So I'll extend this. In second, I will redraw. So this forms my one pole. So now the first thing is done. So next we'll see what other things are given here. So this pole height including pole shoe width is done. Next, so I will take this one, cross section of the center rod 48 mm into 28 mm. So this actually will come here, this part. So what I will do here, 48 into 28. 48 is the length, 28 is the height here. Okay, so 48 half of that will be, I will take from here, 48 half of is 24. I will take 24 here. We'll switch on the ortho. 24. Then this will be, your height is 28. Then we'll come back here. So I will do a mirror image of this. So this total length will be my, from here to is 48, and from here to here it is 28. So this is actually called as a cross section of a central steel rod. In the previous problem, I will show the previous problem also. So we have taken a circle. Here you can observe this. So in the problem was not given, so data was not given, we have to consider that one. So for that reason we have made in this way. So right now in this problem we have data is available, for that reason we are going this way. Okay, so this thing is done. Now next coming to part, the next is here diameter of a rivet holes, the holes which is required for the screws, that is 4 into 10 mm, 4 into 10 mm. So I require 4 holes of 10 mm each. I will take a circle. Once again I will go for a radius here 10 mm, because I will draw here 10 mm. So then I will copy, I'll paste it here. Then I will copy both the circle, I will paste it on, I will do mirror image. So try to make use of mirror image copy, because the placement of the holes rivet will be exactly equal if you look at the right half side or left half side. So that's an important thing here. So after this we'll see what is left for next part. So looking at a question, so next is given dimension of interpole. So to draw interpole I will go with a 45 degree, this will be exactly at 45-degree line. So I'll switch off the ortho once again. I will be taking from here, you can see 30, 28 degree, 35 degree, 39, 42, 45 degrees here. So I'll pick a line there, 45 degree. Same I will do a mirror image. Okay, so this is the center part. Okay, or you can make use of a dotted line, whichever is possible. So now the data of the interpole is given as 40 mm as a width, 150 mm as a height. So what I will do here, so instead of going for a total length, so 40 mm width, half of this will be 20 mm. I will draw a 20 mm line. I will do a half set for this. It will be easy for me. That is half of 40 is 20. So I will switch off the ortho. It is half only. So 20 mm line. So I will redo. So then similarly, I will make one more offset at this side, 20 mm. So I will remove that line later on. So now this is my 40 mm width. The height required for me, I will take it from this point, that according to the problem it is given as 150. So I will take 150. I'm getting somewhere here. I will redraw because I want at a 45-degree line angle. So I need to do this with a ortho off. If it is on, you can't come in a straight line, so you can't go with the angle. So 150. So then from there I'll draw a perpendicular line. So I'll delete that part later. So you can see the excess lines are available. So you can remove that part. Then I will trim this one. Then I will remove, or I will can break this. I'll repair the break. Then last part. So this is my interpole with the 40 mm. Please mute yourself. Someone has been unmuted. Okay, thank you. So 40 mm into 150 mm height. So and after this, the axle height is given. Axle height I can show it later. That is 450 mm. Yeah, these much things are given. So now, according to the problem, it is a 4-pole. Okay, and I need to show some rivets for this also. I will show the rivets. So before that, I will do these dotted lines. So we will remove this. So and we require a slot for this also, and both the radius. I will take the similar slots, that is 10 mm. Then copy. So dimension is not given. You can place appropriately whether it will be exactly center. Okay, look at that and you can place. So this is my pole as well as main pole as well as the interpole. So I will delete this part which is not there. Okay, now I will select this part. I will select these parts. Then I will go for a array, that is polar array. Class center point, click on center. So how many poles are required class? Go for 4. As per the problem it is a 4. Then I will close. So this forms my 4 pole. Okay. So look at the question. So I will check out. Draw the section end view of the casing of the conventional. So it is not given anything else. It is not mentioned, as I mentioned already. So whether it is upper part or lower part which you are supposed to show, it has been not given. Hence what we'll do, we'll open entire machine. So side view entire machine will be open and we can see in this way. Okay. So I will do the hatching part where other things are required. Go for hatching. So I will make it some, okay, it's more, okay. This I will do it. Then coming to this part, I will do hatching for this also. I will select any other pattern. So I will select these lines. I will load the line, some other line. Load. I will go for the center. Okay, you can see some dotted lines there. Similar will do for other also. Center. When you zoom it, you can have a visual of that thing. Center. Okay, so you can see the dotted lines. So after this, what are the thing we need to do? We'll see the question once again. So diameter, first 3 is done in the main pole. Pole arch, diameter reveal is done, center rod is done, and dimension of interpole is done. Axle length we need to show 450 mm. We will show that here. So this will be my axle length here from center to, I can go with the dimension. So I will take in this way. So this is my axle length. So on the problem how much it is given? It is given 450, but I am getting a say 425. Let me check it. Yeah, I need to consider the base. So now we can see it is 425. So if I add from the center, if I take a center line somewhere here, so I try to go with a 450 line, so I'll get somewhere here. That will be the base of your machine. I will consider this one. Then that will consider me as a axle length from here to here. So I'll remove this. Now I need to draw a stand for the machine. That I will take it here. Once again, there is no particular method to draw. You can follow whichever the method is there. If the data are given, you need to follow according to that. If data are not given, can go according to whichever the method is suitable for you. I will take 45 degree. Okay, 47 I'm taking. I will take this one. Then I will mirror image this. So I will remove this. This is not required for me now. So I know the end point. So for that I will make a support some other type. I will once again I can do a mirror image. So the extension line I will remove it. I will use break once again. I will remove this part. And I will take a little bit of one more height from here. So data are not given for this problem as I mentioned already. You can do according to, but height is given, axial height is given. This axial height will be indicating that from the center of the line till your base of the motor, that is called as axial length. So that you need to follow. So now if I measure from this point to this point, if you go for dimension, center to till, I will zoom it here, intersection. So this is my axial height, that is, it is given as a 450 mm, and you can do similarly, go for a dimension. So this is my outer diameter, and this is my inner diameter, and pole arch can show here only. Pole arch is given, then height is given. Height is given, as well as width is also given. I'll show here. So width is 150 mm, height of the pole is 160 mm, pole arch it was given 425 mm. I think it has taken something else wrong. Let me draw it once again. I think I have taken half of that. So this actually it will be 425. I think I have taken diameter. Okay, this will be 425. So this is a solution of a problem. So where only end view was been asked, end view with the yoke and the main poles and interpoles. So this is a solution for this problem. So if you have any doubt, let me know. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So any doubts here?
No, sir.
No doubt. Okay. Shall we continue with other problem?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay then. ಎಸ್ಪಾ
ಸರ್
ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜ್ವರ ಮಾತಾಡಿ, ಕೇಳಿಸಲ್ಲ ವಾಯ್ಸು. ಮೋಹನ್ ಬಾಬು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಜ್ವರ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ. ಕೇಳಿಸಲ್ಲ ಮೋಹನ್ ಬಾಬು ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿಸಲ್ಲ.
ರಿಬಿಟ್ಸ್ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಸರ್?
ರಿಬಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅದೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಸ್ಪೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಏನು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಶಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಟು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ದು ಸೆಂಟರ್ ರಾಡ್ ಅಂತ ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ರಾಡ್ಗೆ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಹಾಕಿ 4 ರಿಬಿಟ್ನ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಕಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಇಫ್ ದ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದಿಸ್ ರಿಬಿಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಥರ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಬೇಸ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇದರಿಂದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಈ ರಾಡ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಬರೋ ಥರ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. That is one. And one more thing I was telling in the beginning, suppose say that I have a pole here. Let me draw, say around 150 mm ಇದೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ pole. Okay, here if they are not given what is the height of the pole, so let me take the offset of this is around 180 or 160. Okay, so now, so in this case what happened, the total height is mentioned. I'll go to the dimension here. 150 height is given. So when you don't know what is the height of the pole arch or pole shoe, so what you're supposed to do, 150 minus 3, or we can say 30 mm. 30 mm you can keep for a pole shoe. So where you can stop the line till this point, that is 130, sorry 120. 120 I will stop. Okay, so the rest 30 will make use for a arch. Okay, I can draw exactly from the center, I can draw a circle which is passing to this end line. Here I can show you. Okay, I can do like this, then left out I can remove this line, or I can break this line. So remember, in the total height you can make use for a 30 mm for a pole shoe. Okay, so I'll remove this dimension, later I can do it, it's not required for me right now. So what I will do here, I can once again from the center I will take a 65-degree line. 65-degree line. So here the width is more, hence I can't go for 65. I'll go with say around 60-degree. Okay, so similarly I will be doing mirror image of this. Sorry. So now I can join these lines. From here I can draw one more circle which is touching this vertex now. Okay, then you can trim this. So I think I have done reverse. I should remove the bottom part. Then I will remove this line, is not required for me, and this is also not required for me. Once again make use of a break here. So much time will be given for drawing your one of the pole. So later other things will be easy for you. So as I mentioned, spend more time for drawing these accurate things. So this forms a pole. If you look at now from this height to this height, total will be, if I take here, it will come almost 150. So whatever the height length, if I take a dimension here now, from here to here it is 120, and once again if I take from here to this point, it should be 150. So some errors are there, for that reason it has been gone. So you can have a 30 mm of spare for drawing that pole shoe. Okay, so make use of 30 mm to draw the pole shoe. So this is my pole shoe with a pole. So in this case I think I have taken directly because I was knowing the inner diameter. Based on that I have been gone. It is 425. In the problem it is mentioned diameter of a pole arch is 425 mm. If you know this, then it is easy. When it is not given, whatever the length, height, whatever the height of the pole is given, so among that remove 30 mm, keep it for pole shoe or pole arch. Okay, the rest will be your pole height. Overall it is a pole height only, so we can keep for that, so that it will be visible like a pole shoe. So you can make out in this problem. So here it is visible actually like a like that. So any doubts here? Rivet, as I mentioned, Mohan Babu, you can take randomly, so making that this center rod is a reference for you. Okay, around surrounding to this exactly, you can place any one as one height and copy paste using a mirror. So that will place actual height. In some problem they might have given the distance between the rivets also. Consider if it is not given, you can take assumption. You can assume the data. So any doubt here? Okay, if no doubt, we'll go for next one. I will show one more problem. Okay, one second, I'll rotate this. Okay, it's not happening. One second, I will change here only. Okay, this is one more problem. So just I'll read out. So we will see the solution for this one in the next class. So here once again you can see draw a suitable scale for a sectional view of a 60 HP motor, 4-pole DC shunt motor with the following data. So you can observe so many data are given. Till now we have seen only pole will be given, interpole will be given. So apart from that, you can see now we have an armature, we have a commutator, we have a brushes, we have a windings. till now we have seen pole only without windings. Now this pole comes with a winding. Okay, so if I brief out here, from the armature, the outer diameter of the armature is given 18.5 centimeter. Length is given. This length will be used for side view. Okay, and number of slots are given in the armature, 24 slots. And what is the size of the slots? You can see 0.7 centimeter into 2 centimeter. So this 2 centimeter will be depth, 0.7 will be the width of that slot, each slot. And coming to the main pole, total height of the pole is given 11 centimeter and width is given 7 centimeter. Pole arch is given 10 centimeter and air gap is mentioned 0.5 centimeter. And length of the pole, once again it will be used in your side elevation, 14 centimeter. So everything will be converted to mm here. And interpole is given 2 into 10.8 centimeter. 2 centimeter is the width of that pole and 10.8 centimeter is the height of the pole. And this length, once again it will be used for my side elevation. And have a commutator diameter is given. What is the diameter of the commutator? That is 13 centimeter. Once again, length of commutator 10 centimeter will be used in a side elevation. And brushes are given, total number of spindlers, it is 4. And winding is given for the main pole as well as the interpole, 2 mm thickness on the one side. In bracket you can see it is mentioned, it is a shunt winding. So hence 2 centimeter at the one side of the winding, other side 2 centimeter. Totally it will be 4 centimeter. Now looking at the center part. And the interpole also given 1 centimeter thickness. Okay, armature directly mounted on the shaft and it is held between the two end plates. The shaft is supported by the means of end shields, bearings and end cover. So this everything will the below part 2 lines data will be these things will be shown in the end elevation, not in the front view. Okay, so this is one of the problem which has been asked in the question paper. So as per your scheme, that will be for 40 marks. So we will take up this problem in the next class. Okay, so is there anything else to discuss? Any doubts related to that? Meanwhile, I will take attendance. If you have any doubts, let me know. Okay, answer attendance. Aishwarya.
Present, sir.
Ananya. Ananya absent. Anirudh.
Yes, sir.
Ashok absent. Balaji. Balaji absent. Bharat absent. Diksha.
Present, sir.
Gokul Raj absent. Gautam.
Yes, sir.
Komal absent. Then Lavanya.
Present, sir.
Lekhana. Absent. Vagish absent. Manish.
Yes, sir.
Manoj.
Sir.
Okay. Meghana.
Present, sir.
Naveen absent. Neha absent. Nikhil.
Present, sir.
Priyanka.
Present, sir.
Pulkit.
Present, sir.
Raju.
Present, sir.
Ravi Kiran. Ravi Kiran, absent. Sanjeev, absent. Sheikh Tanzil,
Present, sir.
Shiva Prasad,
Present, sir.
Shruti,
Present, sir.
Vandana,
Present, sir.
Srinivas,
Sir.
Swati,
Present, sir.
Umaira,
Present, sir.
Vishal,
Present, sir.
Adarsh, absent. Chaitra, G,
Present, sir.
Chaitra Shri, absent. Deepak,
Sir.
Dharan Prabhu, absent. Harshita,
Present, sir. Present, sir.
Hema,
Yes, sir.
Hemlata,
Present, sir.
Jagdish,
Present, sir.
Madhushri,
Present, sir.
Mahesh, absent. Manjesh,
Present, sir.
Nishant, absent. Pani Nagendra, absent. Prashant,
Present, sir.
Raghavendra,
The network is sweet and surrounding, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ.
okay. Ramesh,
Yes, sir. Present, sir.
Sachin,
Present, sir.
Sandhya,
Present, sir.
Sanjeev,
Present, sir.
Shruti, absent. Siddesh, Shweta,
Present, sir.
Siddesh,
Present, sir.
Suhas, absent. Saida,
Present, sir.
Sir,
Tejas,
present, sir.
Suhas present. Tejas,
Present, sir.
Tulsi,
Present.
Tulsi absent. Veena,
Present, sir.
Vinay,
Present, sir.
Yashwant,
Present, sir.
Prince Raj,
Yes, sir.
Lahari,
Sir, Prince Raj.
done pa. Lahari, absent. Sagar,
Sir, present, Lahari.
present. Sagar, absent. Mohan Babu,
Present, sir.
So Neha is present, but she's not able to answer the attendance, sir, because it's the mic issues.
okay. As I already mentioned many times, you can remove your handset and you can answer directly from the speaker in your phone.
Sir, Gokul Raj present, sir. ಆವಾಗಲೇ ಅಂದಿದ್ದೆ.
ಆಯ್ತು ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಪ್ಪ.
Sir, Chaitra Shri present, sir.
ಚೈತ್ರಶ್ರೀ.
Sir, Raghavendra, sir.
ರಾಘವೇಂದ್ರ. ಓಕೆ. ಈ ಥರ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಸರ್ ಮಹೇಶ್ ಮೈಕ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ವಂತೆ ಸರ್.
ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ?
ಸರ್ ಅದೇ ಸರ್ ಆ್ಯಪಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ವಂತೆ ಒಂದು ಸರ್.
ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕತೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಫೋನ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಕತೆಗಳು ಹೇಳ್ರಪ್ಪ ಎಲ್ಲ. ಆಯ್ತು, ಓಕೆ ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ಮೆನಿ ಆಫ್ ಯರ್ ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ ಯಾರು?
ಸರ್ ಯಶವಂತ್.
ಯಶವಂತ್, ಸರಿ. ಸೊ ಮೆನಿ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಟು ದ CAD ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಯಾರಪ್ಪ ಅದು ಮೆನಿ ಅಂದರೆ? ಮೇಘನಾ, ಹರ್ಷಿತಾ, ಹೇಮಾ, ಸುಹಾಸ್, ವಿನಯ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ದಿವಸ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ? ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಏನೋ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳಿ, ಅದರ್ಸ್ ಎನಿಹೌ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ನನಗೇನು ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಏನು ಫರ್ದರ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಷನ್ ತೊಗೋಬೇಕು ತೊಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ, ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ one more problem you're supposed to add to your A4 sheet assignment, that is with relate to DC motor. Okay, so probably in the next class I will do one more problem. This problem will complete, then I will give one homework problem. Okay, that is assignment problem, A4 sheet. So that completes your almost all the assembly as well as other part. Already few students already started submitting also. So this one will be addition, as I mentioned in the beginning itself. Once a DC motor will start, then I will give one more problem that will be in addition here. And 15th is your last working day, so hardly I will get 2 more class, that is on Friday and Monday. So 1 or 2 problem I will take on DC motor and I will wind up here. So if you have any doubt in between that, okay, so you can make a note of those things and we can discuss in coming classes. Okay, anything else?
ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾ ಸರ್? A4 ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, A4 ಶೀಟ್ ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವೈಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅದನ್ನು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಪ್ ಅಂತ.
ಹೌದು, ಬಿಹೈಂಡ್ ದ ಶೀಟ್ ಬರೀರಿ.
ಓಕೆ,
ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಬಿಹೈಂಡ್ ದ ಶೀಟ್ ಬರೆದು ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್? ಇದೆಯಾ? ನಥಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ ದೆನ್ ಸೊ ಮಾಡಿ, ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಏನೋ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಇನ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್, ಸೊ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ವಿಸಿಬಲ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ you can take a screenshot of this one, next class problem, and I will go to today's solution. If you want, you can take a screenshot of this one. Yeah, you can take a screenshot. And this problem question is also available here. You can take a screenshot of this also. So in the next class, we come across the rotor. This problem we come across rotor, which is nothing but your armature, and we come across the commutator. So we take one problem on this type, and if possible, if anything doubts are there, we'll clarify that one first. If nothing, then we can take one more problem based on the DC motor. We'll see which is the most important question, repeated many times, and that I will try to solve. Okay, anything else? Okay, then we will wind up the class.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you everyone.